federal party leaders back on the campaign trail today after an intense night on the same stage for the English language debate.
Mr. Trudeau, you are a phony and you are a fraud and you do not deserve to govern this country.
Conservative Party leader Andrew Shearer took aim at Liberal leader Justin Trudeau, as did the other party leaders, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh, Green leader Elizabeth May, and the leaders of the PPC and Bloc Québécois, all on the same stage. Climate change, immigration, just some of the hot topics talked about and debated on. Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR joins us now. No doubt we'll be talking all things debate on your show this morning, Danielle. I guess first off, what did you make of it?
Well, I got John Iveson coming on, so he will probably have a different perspective than I do because he comes from the East. You know, there's some people who I think were upset that Alberta didn't feature as prominently in this debate as Quebec did. But the way I look at it is we had an entire segment at the end devoted to energy and environment. If you stayed up that long and watched it, it was probably the best part of the debate where you really got to the divisions in the country and you really got to see where there's some overlap and you got to see who the strength of the leader was in standing up for our province. And I thought Justin Trudeau had some pretty good answers there. I thought Andrew Shearer had some pretty good answers there. And I thought Elizabeth May was a bit of a lunatic. I mean, the kind of things that she's putting on the table are quite clearly going to create national unity problems, not only for Alberta, but we got to take a measure of Yves-Francois as well, and it'll create national unity problems in Quebec as well, the kind of things that they're proposing, because Quebec is very serious about maintaining its own jurisdiction. So we got big problems on that file, and I think just watching the debate was important to see how the leaders positioned themselves on it. I think the other part, too, if anybody had some concerns that they'd made a mistake in voting for Andrew Shearer instead of Maxime Bernier, I think those were probably put to rest last night. Andrew Shearer was very solid in his performance, and Maxime Bernier was quite weak and under attack a number of times, and I don't think is able to participate and get his points through as forcefully as he wanted to. He didn't come off as extreme as I think people like to paint him, but he did have a number of moments that faltered. And then, of course, Jagmeet Singh, what a likable guy. You know, I just wish he liked Alberta's pipelines a little bit more because he's very natural, very likable. I mean, you could see him being an official opposition leader and getting a lot of airtime and being quite effective at it. He's a very good advocate for that sort of progressive, big government spending position. He seems a bit more moderate on issues surrounding the environment. At least he's more open-minded about the development of natural gas, which means perhaps if he takes a prominent position after this election, that we could get to some kind of consensus. But generally speaking, I would say Andrew Shearer and Jagmeet Singh did the best. I think Trudeau, the bloom is off there. He was the superstar, the young up-and-comer, the upstart last time around. He's not this time. And I think it was good to get a measure of the other three fringe party leaders. I think they all got way too much airtime. I would have preferred to see more exchanges between the three top contenders. And those three top contenders are quite clearly Singh, Shearer, and Trudeau.
And before the emails come in, I just have to quite clearly say that you're allowed to call the party leaders' names. We on Global News are
I'm
not.
I'm an opinion columnist. You guys pay me for my opinion. You're going to get it unvarnished.
Yeah, and we appreciate that about you, Danielle. It's going to be a good show today. You can tune in on Global News Radio to listen to Danielle starting at 9:30 this morning on 770 CHQR. Thanks, Danielle.
Thank you.